Yeah. I need a man to rock my body. A big strong man to rock my body. And if he's ugly, I don't mind. He has that thing I want to grind. I want to grind. I want to grind. Yo, I wanna crush his body.
I need a woman to rock my body. A big strong woman to rock my body. And if she ugly, I don't care. She got it all. I want to grind. I want to grind. I wanna rock that body.
My skin is in terrible state. Oh Lord, good Lord.
My name is Atengane, and today we are doing the roundup for the week. And today is Friday. We are zooming out a week with some of the things that have occurred during the week. So we have some few things that we want to talk about today. And as we just said in the background, Wiyaala is in the news this week for both good reasons and some, let's say, bad news. Not exactly bad though, but aside from her, we also have the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, in the news for some weird reasons. Yeah, Bawumia was supposed to speak at the address Ghanaians on 7th February, which he did at the UPSA auditorium. And something he said from that actually got Ghanaians talking. So we'll bring that soon. We also have the Adwoa Safo, Sarah Adwoa Safo. She recently lost at the MPP primaries to Michael Kwe Jr. So she wouldn't be going to Parliament in 2025. And it seems the defeat has cleared something in her brain, and she has decided to bring out something. Adwoa Safo has been in Parliament for some time now. And she never realized there was any problem with it until now. So we'll bring that up soon. So you're welcome to the roundup once again, and we'll begin with our first story. All right. So as I said, we go with Vice President Dr. Bawumia. So Bawumia was in the news this week for one thing he did, as he was supposed to present at the UPSA auditorium. He actually did though. He did. Bawumia did. Just that what we expected to hear, I don't know if we heard more or we heard less, but he actually did. Bawumia, in his speech, he said something about the E-Levy. We've all has complained about the E-Levy for some time now. We all have spoken about the E-Levy due to the burden it brings. You want to send money to somebody, you have to pay some extra charges for that. We've been asking, what is the government doing that we are supposed to pay the government for sending money to somebody? Well, it doesn't matter though. Bawumia was there when the E-Levy was passed somewhere in 2021. Somewhere in May 2022. In 2022, when the E-Levy was passed, he was the Vice President of Ghana. He's still the Vice President. And weirdly enough, Bawumia said in his presentation at the UPSA that when he becomes the president, or if he becomes the president, he would scrap the E-Levy so that he will encourage digital transaction. Because the Bank of Ghana is currently trialing the Ghana cedi, the digital form of the Ghana cedi, and he wants to encourage digital transactions. So he's taking the E-Levy away if he gets the power, the chance to be president of Ghana. Or you listen to his speech and then you make meaning from that.
Towards a cashless economy, however, we have to encourage the population to use electronic channels of payment. To accomplish this, under my administration, there will be no taxes on digital payments. The E-Levy will therefore be abolished. Ladies and gentlemen,
that's what Bawumia said, and the crowd was cheering, like people were excited. And I don't know what to be excited about. There's nothing to be excited about. Basically, Bawumia, as the chairman of the economic management team, he supervised when they did the big cake to outdoor the E-Levy. He supervised when they implemented the E-Levy. He was there when he was in position as a running mate to Akufo-Addo. He was against taxation. He was the one championing. He was the one delivering lectures, lecture upon lecture. He was the one being heralded as the economic wizard. And suddenly he came into power. The party seems to have run out of ideas and decided to tax Ghanaians from everywhere. E-Levy, betting tax, digital marketing tax, everything. When you're doing an advert online, you have to pay. If you want to do an advert to make sales, so most Ghanaians are trying to turn into online to make money. Things are hard. So even those that are having secured jobs are actually selling things online too, or trying to offer one or two services online. And you can't make anything online if you rely on organic. So people have to pay to make adverts. People have to pay to run adverts so that they can be able to reach more customers. And that has been taxed. There is also the tax coming in for content creators and all those things. So Bawumia all of a sudden has decided that E-Levy has become obsolete, and if he ever gets the chance to be president, he's going to take that out. Well, I wouldn't say he wouldn't be able to do it. I don't want to say he wouldn't be able to do it. But what's the logic? What's the logic in you supervising over something and then you promise us the same thing that when you come to power, you take it off and you expect us to cheer you up? Or I don't know what Bawumia wanted us to feel by saying, oh, you take the E-Levy out. Taking the E-Levy out is like correcting your own mistake. You knew that implementing the E-Levy or bringing the E-Levy was going to slow down the transactions that people do online, the payment people do digitally. Before the E-Levy, you would buy something, even you go to buy food and you are, oh, do you take more money? And people go, you send me more money. But now, sometimes you get there and like you have to look for a vendor to go and withdraw money before you come and pay. Why? Because everything you do, E-Levy will be charged. E-Levy will be charged. So there's no taking E-Levy out shouldn't be a plus for Bawumia. It shouldn't be a plus. And if Bawumia actually thinks that should be a plus, I think the best thing to do is to take it out now. Forget the driver mate kind of thing. Yeah, we've all been in trotro before, and we see what the trotro people do. The trotro mate is one who organizes the bus and makes sure that passengers get into the bus. And he is the one who ensures that people alight at the right places. So the driver just takes the bus, drives, and makes sure he gets people there safely. So Bawumia, as a driver's mate, is not able to correct his driver when he's going wrong. So your driver has loaded from Tamasisi to Medina. Then when he gets to National Theatre, he decides to take a different route and move towards a stadium. He gets to the stadium and heads towards Osu. Then from Osu, he's going to Tema. Then he says, oh, because you are the media, you can't say anything. You have to keep quiet. Let the driver get you to Tema Community 9. Then you now tell the driver, oh, please, you get down, take down, rest. Let me now take the people to Medina. It doesn't make sense now. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I know people will defend this thing. People will like, oh, Bawumia, what he's saying is he wasn't the president, he wasn't this, he wasn't. Yeah, Bawumia posed 170 questions to the late vice president, Imisata. He knew that the vice president had a major role to play in government. That's why he posed those questions to him. So Bawumia suddenly became the vice president, and all of a sudden, everything has gone different. He's no more the one in charge of the economy. He's no more the one supposed to lead in that area. He's not supposed to lead in digital sector. And he's championing digitalization. Mr. Digital Man, of course. Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well, definitely. I wouldn't say he's not doing good. He's doing well. We like digital stuff. But the truth is, Bawumia taking E-Levy away equals to nothing. Whether he takes the E-Levy away today, tomorrow, it doesn't make any difference. It shouldn't have been there in the first place. Yeah, we all know we have to pay taxes to develop the country, but sometimes you also have to look at your population and decide whether bringing this tax will help or not. You said you want the population to be banked, so majority of the population to be banked, and the Ghanaian economy is much informal. Most of the people are in the informal sector, so you wanted to encourage that. Now you brought in, you are trying to mobile money interoperability and all those things. Well, I think that people were actually praising because it's easier for me to be able to transfer money from one account to another without having to worry about different things. Then all of a sudden, boom, E-Levy. Then you do a big green cake to come and celebrate it. Then now you are telling her, oh, you take it off. I'm sure this might be a white cake. I'm sure this might be a white cake that will be done to take the E-Levy out. Yeah, and that's fine though. So we're waiting for Bawumia, the driver's mate, to take the driver's seat and see. That's if he actually gets the driver's seat. So wait for that to see whether it will change anything for Ghanaians or not. And whether Ghanaians will actually depend on this to make a vote, to make a decision when it comes to voting on December 7th. But that's one thing that we should consider. So yeah, that's all on Bawumia. So we move to the next story, and that one we talk about it. Dome
The national pledge.
Sarah, as you said, it talks about the toil of our forefathers without the mention of the toil of our mothers. You know, the mothers toiled for the country. Yeah, the mothers toiled for the country. And one thing they said is that even we refer to the country as our motherland. So why should we now limit the pledge to our forefathers? Oh, that is funny somehow though. But you know, it's I'm just wondering like where did this come from? Like all of it, then where did this come from? Adwoa Safo has been in parliament for a very long time, and she has heard this national pledge for a very long time, maybe as a child and then as an adult. Then all of a sudden today the national pledge has to be changed for gender equality. Gender equality. So those who do not qualify. So all right, I wouldn't say this word. Yeah, let's just listen to what Adwoa Safo said and then
The national pledge. It talks about the toil, through the toil and blood, through the blood and toil of our fathers. The speaker, it omits mothers. Mr. Speaker, the mothers also toiled for this country. And I don't, Mr. Speaker, I think that it is gender insensitive. This country, when we are even making reference to the country, we call it our motherland. But when it comes to the pledge, and we're referring to the toil, and we're referring to the fight, the struggles, we omit that of our mothers. Mr. Speaker, I want to draw your attention to it, and we have to look at it again as a country, so that we become more gender sensitive when it comes to our national pledge. I thank you, Mr.
Safo, Adwoa Safo has a point to do. She has a point. Why not? After all, we always refer to Ghana as our motherland. So why is it that when it comes to uh, the national pledge, we decide to omit mothers? Why? Why that? So she has a point. But my question is, why now? Why? Ghana is over 60 years old. Adwoa Safo is over 30 or let's say almost 40 or so. I'm not sure of her age though. I've not checked. I'm not sure. But Ghana is over 60 years. And Adwoa Safo has lived for like half of that. And it never occurred to her that the pledge was not gender sensitive. It is just now that she has lost the election. Now that she has lost the election, that she decided to be gender sensitive. Well, I wouldn't say much. I wouldn't say it is because she has lost the election. But whatever the reason why Adwoa Safo brought up this, well, we can't tell. It is only her who understand what she's the only one who understand why she said the another place to be adapted to gender sensitive. So whatever it is, I can't wait to have that part changed where we would have the national pledge now having the our mothers instead of the our forefathers alone. So at least we need to be gender sensitive in a world where gender sensitivity is something that we have all been campaigning for. Well, we need to bring the women in and make it gender sensitive. So we will now have the Ghana pledge after we've made the changes. After we've made the changes, like Adwoa Safo have suggested. So we will now have, I promise on my honor to be faithful and loyal to Ghana, my mother and fatherland. I pledge myself to the service of Ghana with all my strength and with all my heart. I promise to hold in high esteem our heritage won for us through the blood and toil of our forefathers and foremothers. And I pledge myself in all things to uphold and defend the good name of Ghana. So help me God. Well, thank you to Adwoa Safo. Without her, we wouldn't have been able to realize that we needed to tweak the Ghana National Pledge to be gender sensitive. So thank you, Madam Adwoa Safo. So the next one we would have is about the Sisala goddess, lioness of Africa, Noella Wiyaala. So Wiyaala posted something. She posted a picture of her on X, formerly Twitter, and the picture generated so much conversation. I didn't think she was trying to show any other thing, but the moral police are always on duty. The moral police are always on duty, and they perfectly got that. The moral police perfectly got that, and thanks to X's Twitter's moral police, we realized that Noella had defeated from what is normal. The standards he set for herself, we realized that she had defeated from him, and she was. People actually came at her on X for the post they made. I just want to show you that pictures he posted. So this is a picture he posted in a beach. This is a picture of Wiyaala in a beach or at a beach, probably cooling off, after the tour, the event, or after those energetic performance he has always given us. So she posted a picture of herself, and then people started like people didn't understand why she should post those things, or probably didn't feel like she needed to post those things. So they came at her, and she too, like, she wasn't perturbed. If you listen to one of Soribia's songs, you were like, "I'm not perturbed, though." So something like that. I wasn't perturbed, and she made a post on Twitter. Her tweet says, "I am Wiyaala, the lioness of Africa. I am both traditional and contemporary woman. I am both a traditional and contemporary woman. Whilst I respect the laws of Ghana, no man can tell me how to dress." See, some point, no man can tell her how to dress because it is her life, it is her choice, it is her fashion. You definitely cannot tell her not to dress that way because obviously you are not paying her to dress. Are you paying her to dress? Nobody is paying her to dress. But I guess people were taking her on because they felt the standards she has always set for herself, she shouldn't go below that again. And you'd understand why, because Wiyaala has always been the one in those kind of traditional dresses, the beads and everything. Let me just show you one of those pictures. So you can see here, Wiyaala fully dressed in this traditional African. Wiyaala fully dressed in this traditional African dress. This culture, she's selling the Ghanaian tradition to the world, and people felt she should always keep to this. But you would have to also consider when Wiyaala was at the beach. Wiyaala was at the beach, so I didn't understand why people were just like, "Oh, nah, like she's exposing her body." Yeah, sometimes we all understand exposing your body sometimes can be weird, especially in this era where people just do anything to get fame. But if you look at the type of person Wiyaala is, she definitely wasn't doing it for fame. She wasn't doing it for clout. She wasn't doing it because she wanted attention. No, she's not the kind of person. But people didn't feel that way. People felt she just didn't do it right. And somebody in the midst of all those things, she got support. And apart from she defending herself and coming hard at people who, who thought like they could just easily get away with her, she actually got support. And somebody posted, somebody tweeted, no matter what they do or say, don't you dare doubt your word or the beauty of your truth. Just keep shining like you do. Raw, lion, raw, we are like that kind of thing, that kind of raw. So the person was saying she shouldn't just be perturbed, she shouldn't be moved by that. And Wiyaala herself, Charlie, Wiyaala no be easy, oh. It no be easy. If you say Wiyaala there, it no be easy. She came with punches. And when I say punches, she came with super punches. Punches that if you don't, if you are not strong now, you can't. She came back later and gave some punches. She punched some people that I can't put them here. Like she actually punched people really hard. And some of the things she said to, wow. Yeah, so she came with punches and more support came in for her. So these were some of the tweets that came in. So somebody this person was looking for something else, and I'm sure Wiyaala missed this. They didn't see this. Maybe she would have said something. The beats around this, your sexy body will cure impotence. Man, are you impotent or something? I'm feel lad, are you impotent? Well, Anfield was somehow impotent for some years until one club came in, one German club came in and changed it. So maybe this man is feeling impotent or kind of way. So she thinks that Wiyaala can come and cure her impotence. And then somebody says, your body, your Rock My Body song just to mind. And if you remember Rock My Body, let me just give a hint of Rock My Body.
Give him the face. I want to wine all night. I want to wine till
So
8.
Rock My Body is
He's
one
too
of
strong,
Wiyaala's
I don't mind.
top
He's too
top hit
strong, I
songs,
don't
and it's
care.
actually one of the first that the song
I
was
wanna
chosen
grind and grind and
for
grind and
Jupiter,
grind and
and
grind.
the song was actually a hit, and people loved it.
Ooh.
But since then, since Rock My Body, Wiyaala changed her style of music.
Patiang, patiang.
She didn't do those kind of music again. She
I wanna
focused
crush
on
his
traditional
body.
music, and that's what actually took her so far. So that's Rock My Body playing in the background. So somebody said, oh, after reading this or after seeing this, Rock My Body came to mind. Then another person said, but wait, oh, are they expecting you to wear kaba and slit to the beach? I don't know. Maybe they were expecting her to wear something like this. She's an African queen, so she needed to wear something African to the beach. And Wiyaala, next time you should choose this, choose this and go to the beach. If not, the moral police on X would come for you again. So somebody wanted to, people actually were thinking maybe she should go in this or Fugu or something or Slit and Kaba. But well, Wiyaala wasn't in for that. So she decided to go in what she thinks is best for her. Then somebody come, who is messing with our lioness? You do not want to feel her raw, leave her alone. Yeah, and that raw thing. Finally, at the end of the day, Wiyaala actually roared. She roared. And then there's somebody, Abba says, at the beach. So what's up? Some Ghanaians and Jimmy there. Charlie, you read my mind. Some Ghanaians and Jimmy there. Jimmy International sometimes. So the moral police were all saying like, nah, what Wiyaala did now was wrong. Like she wasn't supposed to be in that kind of dress and all those stuff. But you wonder what they were expecting her to be inside, if not maybe in the bikini to the beach and stuff like that. And you know, at the end of the day, it was actually Wiyaala who triumphed. See the way she took on the people on X, like responding to everyone's comment and trying to acknowledge those who were supporting her and also trying to put those who were thinking they were Jesus's right hand men to where they actually belong. I just love the energy. Now watch. If most of the celebrities or most of the people that people come on at Twitter or on social media have this kind of energy and respond to the people with this kind of energy, I'm sure we would get the negativity coming down. People just because of social media they come on to come and say whatever they want. Well, people didn't actually insult her though. They didn't insult her, but all they tried to do was just try to put her at thing though, like she wasn't putting the right thing on and she's putting something decent. But there's no decency where you're in the beach, you're supposed to be at least allow water to come in, allow water to wash in your heat and everything. I don't think she was actually wrong to wear those things. And this is somebody coming in with another tweet. Your determination is admirable. Many more people, especially girls, are looking up to you. I'm certain your model of dressing is for the craft. However, the younger generation who are looking up to you may not see it that way. So somebody was just concerned. That was Gun Elijah. Gun Elijah was just concerned that, or Wiyaala, who has so much influence, who many people look up to, might have been influenced, sending a different message to people who are looking up to it, especially young ones. People just see social media and they pick up everything that comes in and they try to follow. So he was concerned, oh, Wiyaala, maybe you should tone down, Wiyaala, calm down. This thing you are doing, you could end up sending a different message. Yes, Wiyaala said, nah, I think you should credit young women with sufficient intelligence to know what to wear at the right place at the right time. All those who are smart, all those who have smartphones know exactly what is going on. I, I'm not sure there is any weaknesses in what he said. There is no you can't find any fault in the response is saying. Though the person Gun Elijah was just expressing concern that people might get her message wrongly. But honestly, you shouldn't just see whatever that comes to that and take it hook and sink. But if people actually admire Wiyaala and they look at all the things he does, all the photos he has been posting, photo of the day, things that he has been posting, and they don't see any clue in that. Yes, the ones he posted at the beach, that's what they want to model their lives after. Then you definitely will understand those who are not looking up to Wiyaala, they were looking up to something, and definitely they know where to find it. So that's it. That's it for Wiyaala. And at the end of the day, it was Wiyaala who came up on top with the big roar. How do you even beat a woman with this kind of energy? How do you beat somebody who has this kind of energy? I don't think even the Ghanaian men who, like, most of the Ghanaian male musicians wouldn't even be able to stand the kind of energy she has when she's on stage performing. So apart from the negative news about that came, people try to see from Wiyaala's post. Apart from what people try to see from Wiyaala's post, also in the news, Wiyaala and Atongo Zimba. Their songs were listed as part of the 500 greatest songs of all time by the Well Listening Post, headed by Alan TJ. Alan TJ. So those two songs, Village Sex by Wiyaala, which was released in 2018, and No Beer in Heaven by Atongo Zimba, which was released in 2005, 2005, have been listed as some of the top songs, as part of some of the top songs in the world, or the greatest of all time. That list also includes Femi Kuti from Nigeria, included others from Ivory Coast, Mali, DR Congo, Algeria, Egypt, Ethiopia, and then Grammy Award winner Angelique Kidjo from Benin. Yeah, she's also part of the list. So congratulations to Wiyaala, congratulations to Atungo Zimba, and congratulations to all Africans on the list. Keep doing good music for us, and we are hoping that the young musicians, those that are coming up, would forget the one day fame kind of music and also do something worthy to project a Ghanaian image or Ghanaian culture or music that can last beyond generations. So thank you guys for doing this for us, and congratulations once again. So that's roundup today, and we end today's roundup, and see you next week. Thank you.